Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first video in a long time. I've done podcasts, but I haven't actually sat here and done a video for you guys in quite a long time. We've got Payback coming up this Sunday, so I thought I'd just quickly come on here and get a predictions video done for you and just see what the results are come Monday when I watch Payback with Ricky. So I might even text him today and get him to do his own predictions video and just see how we do. Let's get to it. Oh, the US Championship. I'm not too sure what has happened to that thing. It's the way that Cena built it up last year with those phenomenal matches that he put on Monday Night Raw. He really built the US title up to mean so much more, but it's just kind of gone back down to what it was before. And this is the second pay-per-view now where it's done a pre-show. My prediction is Kalisto will retain once again in this match. In a way, I just kind of hate the fact that someone was to win it on a pre-show. I'm not too sure what that says about the championship. If that changes hands, it needs to be on the main card. I'm going with Kalisto for that one. SAWFT soft. Yeah. Oh yes. Enzo Amore, Colin Cassidy versus the Vaudevillains. Now, I love Enzo Amore. I really, really want those guys to capture those belts this Sunday, but I think the Vaudevillains are going to pick up the #1 contendership for that match there. I think they will go on to win the belts from New Day, and I can see them holding on to those belts maybe until about SummerSlam, and that is the time when we get Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amore picking up the win for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And more than anything, once they do that, I want them to update those championship belts, because at the minute they kind of look a bit like a 2-pence piece stuck on a bit of leather. Obviously a larger version, but the Tag Team Championship, I don't know, the belts just look awful to me. They need updating. They used to look so good. So I'd like to think that once Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amore pick up that win and win the championship belts, they go on to change the way they look and unveil a brand new Tag Team Championship belts. Dolph Ziggler, what has happened to you as well? He's facing Baron Corbin this Sunday. I can see Corbin winning, and mostly due to the fact that Ziggler's been losing for what feels like weeks now, sometimes even just squashed completely. I'm not too sure what's happening there. Just before Mania, he had these promos and segments with the Authority. I thought he was in for a big push, but I was completely and utterly wrong. I don't know what's going on with Dolph Ziggler's career. Your guess is as good as mine. Chris Jericho versus Dean Ambrose. So I'm going to go with Dean Ambrose. Why? Because he lost against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I think he needs a win at a pay-per-view. Jericho always does the honours for these up-and-coming talent. I think he'll be doing the honours for Dean Ambrose this Sunday. Hopefully this feud continues a little bit longer, because these two have been pretty damn good together. I love the segments, I love the promos. These two have just got a real click to them. Go and listen to Jericho's podcast as well. He's had Dean on a couple of times now, and it's pretty hilarious. So yeah, I'm going with Dean Ambrose for the win this Sunday. The Swiss Superman, the Swiss James Bond versus The Miz in the Intercontinental Championship match. I think it might be Miz picking up the win here, unfortunately. As much as I want Cesaro to pick up that win and win the Intercontinental Championship, I can see it being The Miz. I think him and Maurice together as a pair, great villains, great heels. Cesaro will continue the feud with Miz, I think, for a little while longer, but he won't be winning that belt this Sunday, I don't think. I'd like to be wrong here. I really, really would. Next up, we have, in my opinion, probably what's going to be the match of the night, maybe even go down as match of the year. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, one-on-one. These guys are going to steal the show. I love them both. I am a bit of a mark for Kevin Owens, and I think I'm soon to be one for Sami Zayn. They are both incredible athletes. So this one is a real tough one for me. I don't want neither of them to lose. I think this one's going to end in a no contest. Like, I think this feud has got some real mileage to it, and this is literally just going to get it started. I can see a disqualification happening. I think being the heel, Owens will do something and get disqualified from the match. But this feud is going to last a while. I hope it's going to be amazing. It's going to get nasty. They're going to have a match at Extreme Rules, I bet you. So this match will end in a complete beatdown by Owens, maybe onto Sami Zayn, the DQ, chairs, shots, all that sort of stuff. That is my prediction for this match. Next up, we have the Women's Championship match. A match that I actually said a couple of months back I'd really like to see because it happened on NXT. You've got Natalya with Bret Hart on her corner versus Charlotte with Ric Flair in her corner. Now, I'm not too sure what the situation is with Flair at the minute. I've heard reports about him getting hurt at an airport, hurting his hand. I'm not too sure if he will be there. Let's hope he is. And same as Bret Hart, he's actually tweeted out that he has no interest in being at Payback, but the only reason he's doing it is for his niece. So, let's just see come Sunday. Yeah, Charlotte's retaining. I want Charlotte to retain. I'd really like Charlotte to carry this belt all the way through to WrestleMania 33 and go on to face Sasha Banks. That is what I want to happen. Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Yep, he will be doing a segment at Payback to discuss the situation with the Authority and Shane McMahon. I think he's going to do a brand split. I think the Authority will go to SmackDown and Shane McMahon will be on Raw. We've seen the Authority now, they've done Raw for years. That's been done. It'd be silly to have them continue doing it. It's been a nice refreshment and change of pace having Shane do Raw. So I think Vince will say, right, Shane, you get Raw. Triple H and Stephanie, you get SmackDown. And the brand split will happen maybe on Monday. Now, the main event of the evening. This is the question on everyone's lips. Is Roman Reigns ever going to turn heel? And could AJ become the new champion at Payback? My prediction is that Roman Reigns will retain this Sunday. And as much as I just don't care about Roman Reigns, I don't hate him, I don't like him, I just nothing him. It's like I just don't care. But I don't see him losing this belt this Sunday. I honestly think that they're going to have a pretty good match because AJ's in it and he's awesome. As much as I'd love to see him walk away with the championship, it's not going to happen, mostly due to the fact, I think, obviously, the Bullet Club, something is going to happen there, whether it be Anderson and Gallows interfering and helping Reigns and Reigns turning heel, or Anderson and Gallows interfering and having a beat down on AJ and destroying him, and then obviously Reigns picking up the win. Another possibility. But I think what everyone really wants to see, and I do too, is having Finn Balor come out and maybe get involved in the main event. Now, he's babyface. And the interesting question here is, if he does come out on Sunday and assist Gallows and Anderson, he's kind of turning heel, but because he's beating up Roman Reigns, who no one likes, he's going to be cheered. this is a tricky one for the writers. I'm not too sure how they're going to get around this one. Whether Balor comes out to help Roman Reigns, I don't know. This is a really tricky one. What I'd most like to see happen is Balor debut officially on the main roster at Payback. In what scenario? I need to think about that one. But as long as we see Balor come out this Sunday, I will be a happy man. I'm just going to leave this one up in the air. I'd like to be surprised. But as far as the result of the match, I think Roman Reigns is going to retain. AJ will be WWE Champion on one day. He's not getting any younger. He's phenomenal. You can't deny that. I think it'd be silly to wait to put the belt on him. Maybe put the IC on him for a little bit and give it a bit of a test run. But do you really need to do a test run with someone who's proven themselves for years already? And especially in the short period of time that he's been in WWE. I think he will be champion, hopefully in the next year. But there's always the possibility of Seth Rollins coming back, hopefully soon. My guess is just before SummerSlam. But he wants to reclaim his throne. And if AJ was to win the championship, wouldn't it be really cool if Seth Rollins was to return and get to a feud with him? Because my God, just imagine those matches. Go on, I dare you. Just imagine it. I'll give you a sec. I know, right? So there are my predictions, guys. Please feel free to share all of yours in the section below. Get in touch. You can tweet me at WWLeeTV. You can follow me on Instagram, LeeLeeSince85. Reach out, guys. I'd love to chat to you. As I say, leave the comments in the section below. Ricky is coming around on Monday. We're going to sit and watch Payback, and then we will be getting into a podcast to break Payback down and discuss any other stuff going on in the world of WWE. And before I say goodbye, tragic news obviously of China dying last week, and all I can say is thank you, China, for the memories growing up. You really did pave the way for current women wrestlers. You really raised the bar when you came in, and you had some awesome moments, and it sucks that you've been taken from us at such a young age. Yeah, rest in peace, China. But it's been good to talk to you guys. Talk to me if you'd like to in the section below, as I say. Tweet me, and I'll see you all in the next few days for our podcast with Ricky, and I'll let you know of any updates or videos that I plan on doing while I've got my week off. Ciao for now.